Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, good afternoon everyone. I hope you are in a good condition so we can continue the material for complex grammar. After several weeks ago, we have learned about direct and indirect speech. Now we come to conditional sentence. Actually, this is the last material for complex grammar, so it will last for 3 meetings until it is end and finish. Yeah, you will have all material done after we have do the exercise for conditional sentence. And as usual, for today you only have to pay attention on my explanation about conditional sentence, so I hope you can understand the explanation given to me now. Okay, now please let's start from the definitions of conditional sentence. So what is conditional sentence here? Conditional sentences are statements discussing known factors or hypothetical situation and their consequences. So this sentence relate to a prediction, or maybe what is it? Giving hypothesis on some situation, and then what are the causes or the effect of some condition. Yeah, when you say if I do this then it will be this, like that. Yeah. um for complete conditional sentences, it contains a conditional clause. It often referred to as the if clause and the consequence. Yeah. So the conditional clause, it contains the elements of if or when. Yeah. So when you find clauses and it begins with if or when, so it is the conditional clause. Okay. And the consequence, it usually in the form of main clause. Okay. You have to take a look on the examples that I have provided right there, over there. Look at two sentences. Consider the following sentences. If a certain condition is true, then a particular result happens. Yeah. For the first sentence, I would travel around the world if I won the lottery. I would travel around the world if I won the lottery. Okay. And the second example, when the water reaches 100 degrees, it boils. Yeah. You have to look at the form of the tenses here. This is I would travel around the world. This is the main clause. And the if clause or the conditional clause start from this one. If I won the lottery. Okay. And the other possibility for conditional sentence like this, when water reaches 100 degrees, it boils. So which one is the main clause? This one. Okay. It boils is the main clause. Yeah. And for this one, this is the conditional clause because it contains when. This is similar or the same with if. Okay. In conditional sentence, there are 4 types. Do you know what are they? These are the types of conditional sentence. Yeah. The first, zero conditional sentences. The second one, first conditional sentences. The third one, second conditional sentences. And the fourth is third conditional sentences. So in this case, we start from the 0, 1. Okay. Let's check for zero conditional sentences. What is it? So, zero conditional sentences, it expresses general truth, or it expresses the situation in which one thing always causes another. So in this case, the possibility or the result is exactly or will happen. Exact happen, or it happens. Yeah. Not depends on the condition, but it happens if the condition is that one. Yeah, when you use a zero conditional, you're talking about a general truth rather than a specific instance of something. So you are talking about the general truth. What is the examples for zero conditional sentences? In a zero conditional sentence, you use two present simple verbs. So you use both for conditional clauses and main clause. Yeah. Remember, you use present simple verb for both clauses in a sentence. Okay, like I said before, that in a sentence there are two clauses. The first is main clause and the second one is conditional clause. For zero, you use simple present. Okay, remember that one. So this is the example. If you don't brush your teeth, you get cavities. Or when people smoke cigarettes, their health suffers. This is fact. This is truth. Yeah, this is truth. If you don't brush your teeth, you get cavities. Okay, you get cavities means that if you don't brush, you get cavities. Okay, you get cavities. You get cavities in your teeth because you don't brush your teeth. Okay, you got a point? You got a point? Okay. When people smoke cigarettes, their health suffers. Of course. Yeah. If you smoke cigarettes, your health suffers. That is the fact. Yeah, because cigarette is not good for your health. Okay. This is zero conditional sentence. Remember, you use simple verbs or simple present, or you can say present simple like that. Okay. And the other example, if you want more example, then here are the example. Look at this one. If people eat too much, they get fat. Of course, yeah. You get fat when you eat too much. That is the same. Okay? It's okay with when you use if or when. Okay? You get fat when you eat too much. That's the same. If people eat too much, they get fat. Okay? If you touch a fire, you get burned. Of course. Yeah? People die if they don't eat. Yes, this is the truth. And then you get water if you mix hydrogen and oxygen. Okay? And next, snakes bite if they are scared. And then if babies are hungry, they cry. So what you are talking about here is about fact or about truth. Okay? Next, we go to first conditional sentences. What is it? So, first conditional sentences are used to express situation in which the outcome is likely but not guaranteed to happen in the future. Okay, please pay attention on the definition. First conditional sentences are used to express situation in which the outcome is likely but not guaranteed to happen in the future. Okay, you have to take a look at this one. The outcome is likely, but it is not guaranteed. Okay, is likely to happen in the future, but it is not guaranteed to happen in the future. Okay. In first conditional sentence, we use simple present in the if clause, okay, and use simple future tense in main clause. Yeah, that is the clause that express the likely outcome. So if you want to express about the likely outcome, you use future. Okay, when the conditional you use simple present. Okay, look at the examples that I have provided here. If you rest, yeah, if you rest, this is simple present, right? And you use you will feel better. This is simple future. So it is the likely outcome, but it is not the guarantee. It is possible when you rest, you won't get better. Yeah, your condition is not getting better, so it is not the guarantee. Yeah, it is not the guarantee, but it is likely to come. Okay, if you rest you will feel better. Okay, and then the second one, if you set your mind to a goal you'll eventually achieve it. Yeah, if you set your mind to a goal you will eventually achieve it. Okay, this is likely outcome but it is not the guarantee. Okay, that is for um, the first conditional sentence. Yeah, here are the other example that you can consider to help your understanding. Yeah, the first one, if it rains I won't go to the park. Okay, if it rains I won't go to the park. So this is the simple present for rains, and then won't, this is for will not, this is the future or simple future. Okay, and the second one, if I study today I will go to the party tonight. Yeah, so if I study, this is the if clause, use simple present, and then the main clause, use simple future. Okay, and then the next one, if I have enough money. Yeah, if I have enough money, this is simple, and then I will buy some new shoes. Will here is simple future. Okay, she will be late if the train is delayed. She will be late. This one is the main and this one the if clause. So you can change the position. Yeah, if clause is not only in the first position but it is okay to put that in the second position. Yeah, if it is okay to start with main clause and followed with the if clause, or you start with if clause and then followed with main clause, that's not problem. Okay, and then she will miss the bus if she doesn't leave soon. Okay, if I see her I'll tell her. Okay, this is the example for first conditional sentence. You got a point? I hope so. Okay, and then the next, yeah, second conditional sentences. What is it? This is useful for expressing outcomes that are completely unrealistic or will not likely happen in the future. Though, so this is, I can say that this is halu. If you want to make it simple, then yeah, like that. Yeah, this is are completely unrealistic. Yeah, or will not likely happen in the future. This is for second conditional sentences. Second conditional sentences. How to construct the second conditional sentence? Yeah, the correct way to structure the second conditional sentences is to use simple present in the if clause. Remember, in the if clause you use simple present, and you use auxiliary modal verb like could, should, would, and might in the main clause followed with verb 1. Okay, this is the one that expresses the unrealistic or unlikely outcome. This is the main clause. Okay, this is the formula: if plus simple past tense and then followed with auxiliary modal verb. Okay, you can use could, should, would, or might. This is the example: if I inherited $1 billion, like this one, this is the past tense. Yeah, the if clause condition, and then this is the main clause, you use auxiliary followed with verb 1. Okay, this is second conditional sentences. It means that it is not realistic, it is not realistic, or this is not unlikely to come. Yeah, if I inherited $1 billion means that you don't have that $1 million. Okay, you don't have that money, so you kind like dreaming like that. Yeah, if I inherited $1 billion I would travel to the moon. Travel to the moon. That's some things that unrealistic. Okay, if I own a zoo I might let people interact with the animals more. You you don't have that zoo. Okay, you don't have that zoo. It is, this is only what is it, maybe you say your dream that is not come true, like that. Yeah, This is for second conditional sentence, and here are the more example for you to have your understanding. Look at this one. If I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. I probably won't win the lottery. Yeah. And then if I met the Queen of England, I would say hello. Okay. If I met who is popular Korean actor Kim Sun Ho, if I met Kim Sun Ho, I would say I'm his fan. It is impossible, right? This is impossible. And then she would travel all over the world if she were rich, like that. Yeah. So it means that she's not rich. Okay. She would pass the exam if she ever studied. She never studied, so this won't happen, like that. Okay. It is clear. I hope so. Yeah. So we go to the last. We go to the last conditional sentence. We have the third conditional sentences. So the third conditional sentences are used to explain that present circumstances would be different if something different had happened in the past. Ya, okay. Kalau bahasa Indonesia gimana ya? Sesuatu telah terjadi and then you berandai-andai. Ya, kalau aja waktu itu saya begini, pasti nggak akan begini, like that. Okay. That is the third conditional sentences. So the third conditional sentences are used to explain that present circumstances would be different if something different had happened in the past. Okay. Jadi kayak apa ya? Coba aja kalau waktu itu kamu begini, pasti nggak akan kejadian begini. Nah, seperti itu, oke? Okay? Okay, that is for the third conditional sentences. Okay, look at the more explanation about third conditional sentences, ya. These sentences express a condition that was likely enough but did not actually happen in the past. Yeah, we use past perfect. Okay, still remember about past perfect? Yeah, you use had plus past participle. Past participle here, what is it? Verb tiga. Okay, in the if clause. Yeah, and the modal auxiliary still the same, would, could, should plus have plus part participle in the main clause. That is the things that expresses the theoretical situation that could have happened. So the formula here, if plus past perfect, that is for if conditional, and then modal auxiliary plus have plus past participle, so you still can use could, should, would, and might for main clause. Okay, look at examples for this one. Example, if you had told me you needed a ride, I would have left earlier. Yeah, if you had told me you needed a ride, look at this one, had told is past participle for if clause, and then this is the main clause, use would plus have plus verb 3. Okay, this is for main clause. It means that it didn't happen in the past. Yeah, and then if I had cleaned the house, I could have gone to the movie. It means that you didn't go to the movie, okay, because you didn't clean the house. Yeah. Next, the other example, if you had been more careful, you wouldn't have had an accident. Yeah, it means that you got the accident. Okay, it means that you got the accident. Okay, if I had seen you, I would have said hello. Means that you didn't see. Yeah, and then if he had asked me, I would have helped him. And then if you had studied, they would have passed the exam. And if I had known, I wouldn't have done that. Yeah. In conditional sentences, we have exception and special cases because we got some specific condition for conditional sentence. Yeah, for the first one, use the use of simple future in the if clause. Yeah, this is the exception when the action in the if clause will take place after the action in the main clause. For example, like this one. If aspirin will ease my headache, I will take a couple tonight. Ya, jadi gini, kalau emang itu bisa nyembuhin sakit kepala saya minum nih ntar malam. Nah, seperti itu ya. And then, the action in the if clause is the aspirin easing the headache. And then, which will take place only after the speaker takes them later that night. Okay? That is the exception. That is the exception. Okay? And then the second is were to in the if clause. The use of were to in the if clause. The verb phrase were to is sometimes used in the conditional sentences when the likely or unlikely result is particularly awful or unthinkable. In this case, were to is used to place emphasis on this potential outcome. Look at this one. If I were to be sick, I would miss another day of work. Yeah. If she were to be late again, she would have to have a conference with the manager. And then if the rent were to have been a penny more, they would not have been able to pay it. Okay, this is for the second exception. And then the third exception, punctuation conditional sentences. Despite the complex nature of conditional sentences, punctuating them properly is really simple by using comma after if clause when the if clause precedes the main clause. Get this one ya. Use comma after if clause when if clause precedes the main clause. So kalau kamu naruh if clause-nya itu duluan, maka kamu pakai koma. Okay? Remember that. If I'd had time, comma, I would have cleaned the house. That one. But it will be different if you put the main clause first and then followed with the if clause, like this one. I would have cleaned the house if I'd had time. There is no comma. There is no comma between those clauses. Okay? Is it clear for you to have the material for today? I hope you get complete understanding. If you find some difficulties, so you can ask your question in WhatsApp group. Yeah, I will start the discussion if you have some problems or some difficulties for the explanation that I gave to you just now, so you can give your question in the WhatsApp group. Okay, if there is no question, so you will have the exercise next week. Yeah, so you just need to enjoy your day today and prepare for the study of English skills presentation. Okay, it's nice to have an online meeting with you today. I hope you are having a very good day and just keep your healthy. Yeah, be careful. Just remember to have yourself clean. Yeah, and get your supplement or vitamin. Okay, see you everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.